Welcome to this week's devotionals. We're going to be going through Genesis chapters 13 through 17. Today, chapter 13. Now, Abram, he returns to the promised land and he's wealthy. And he builds an altar to connect, to worship, which is a way of declaring allegiance, declaring the value. And for Abraham, it's Yahweh. And he returns to a place where he came from. His nephew Lot is also wealthy because of his association with Abram. And it's this idea from Genesis 12 that the blessing flows through Abram to those around him. But there's conflict, not enough land resources to handle all the animal wealth, the livestock that they have. And I'll just throw this as a side in. It can be easy for us to think that material blessings, material resources, finances will be the solution to all our problems or make life easy. In reality, they just shift what kind of problems we have. Faithfulness and trusting God is difficult no matter our circumstances. And actually, Scripture has more warnings for the rich than for the poor in terms of where they put their trust and dependence in. Anyways, Abram gives the choice to his nephew. You decide where you want to go. And Lot chooses what looks good to him, even though it meant living near Sodom and Gomorrah, two notorious cities, which we will see in subsequent weeks. Lot chose for himself. He was selfish. Abram is generous. He had the right of first choice, but he gave it to Lot. And there's an element here where he's trusting Yahweh, he's trusting God for his continued provision. Lot, in choosing Sodom, a place described in the text here as filled with extremely wicked people. And again, it is setting up future events. And this is actually the word wicked is used for the first time here since the flood. And so Sodom is being associated with people who are wicked enough, bad enough, morally corrupt enough that God sent a flood. Sodom's not a safe, happy, fun place to live. Verse 15, God gives the land as a permanent possession. It's a reiteration of that promise of descendants for Abram, but this is the first use of forever language in context of the land. And this is going to get repeated later in Genesis and is going to become part of the covenant with Israel under Moses. So, and later references in Genesis are going to tie obedience by Abraham's descendants to the continuation of this promise. And so we need to understand here this forever is going to and needs to be understood as conditional upon obedience. Thought for today, I just want to offer this. Our character is often revealed, actually it is revealed, in the choices we make and why we make them. Lot's character, as we'll see later, was already being shown here in his choice of what looked good to him and didn't really care what associations might come with it. Abram is also showing his character. It's not perfect as we see, but there is a generosity in his spirit. What is your decisions? Not your thoughts, not your intentions. What are your decisions and what are your motives showing about you today? As you reflect on that, may the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face to shine upon you. May the Lord be gracious to you. And today, would you know his peace? God bless.